I don't get it. This is so bizarre. Hey Lizzie, are you here from Twitch or are you here from YouTube? Can you tell me? I'm so confused right now. You're here? Okay, so my Twitch stream is up. Okay. Okay, let's see. Alright, cool deal. Alright, let's see if the, can somebody check to see if my YouTube stream is up? Okay, so the YouTube stream is up too. Okay, cool. Everything looks to be okay. In a very sexual way. Give me just a second here, guys. I'm just checking some stuff out. I'm checking my own body out. You guys, you know, I'm sure you're familiar with that. Alright, let me just see if there was a Twitter notification. Oh my god, that hype train. Oh, great, okay. Just a second, guys. Okay, both are live. I was trying to find a way to get this Restream chat combiner working so we can combine both chats. Sorry guys, give me just a second here. To activate chat, please enable channels here. Channels are enabled. So I'm very confused as to why this doesn't work. Alright. Oh well. Let me do this real quick. And this thing is such a POS. Alright, 1 second, guys. I'm getting there. Hey, oh, hey, Dario, are you in here? Hey, Dario, can you do me a favor? Can you go in, Dario, go into the Discord and send an @ everyone to everyone and tell everyone that I'm streaming all over the faces of young men and women. Alright guys, sorry about this. We're getting ready. I'm getting ready. We're going to get started. Give me just a moment. Guys, I'm really sorry about this. I'm going to pull up the YouTube chat and the I'm going to pull up the YouTube chat here, and I'm going to pull up the Twitch chat right here. So now I can see both. Okay, guys, how's everyone doing? I think I see both chats now quite well. Little impromptu stream. We're going to be doing some streaming, not scheduled, not anything like that. We're just going to have some fun. We're going to do some sexy soldering to this old and aged front loader. Look how yellow we are here. Alright, let me just make one little adjustment here. But by the way, guys, tell me, how is the audio? Is the music too loud? Is my voice too low? I need to know these things. There we go. Okay. Sounds okay to you? Perfect audio. My voice is fine. Music is a bit loud. Okay, let me just pull that down. Just a bit here. Okay, does that make it any better for you? Is it softer to your body? Is it softer for you? Everything okay here? I'm just checking YouTube. I'm checking the twatters. All right. Okay, here we go. Dario, did you do it? Did you do what I asked? Did you do it, in fact? Hold on, let me get me some... Now, I have my own tunes I play. Thank you, Dario. God bless you, and good luck. All right, hold on, guys. Give me just a second here. I'm just going to put me on some porno music that I've been archiving and collecting. Give me just 1 second. Alright, so. There we go. Okay, we're in good shape. Here we go. First of all, how is everybody? How's everyone doing? We've not talked to each other in a long time. It's been a little while. I'm curious. Is everyone doing okay? Now we're getting through this. We're getting through this goddamned fucking COVID-19 together. It's the only way we are going to get through this. We have to work together. We have to be together. Nut to bud, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, guys. So here we go. We got a. It's just a little loud for me. Hold on. Sorry. That's better. Now we have this good old-fashioned NES front loader here that was sent in by a customer, and we're going to be installing the good old-fashioned NESRGB kit, as well as this beautifully 3D printed multi-out connector that will make this totally compatible and compliant with HD rectal vision cables, in addition to your traditional SNES, Nintendo 64 AV cables and SCART cables. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have been testing this little connector for probably at least 2 months now, maybe a month and a half to 2 months. If you don't know, this was designed by the very, very legendary Greg Collins in our community, Laser Bear Industries. He is responsible for all of the perfectly designed 3D printed components and parts. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the mic there. That we use. The GDMUs, SD card slot, the GC loader now has its own plastic unit. The Noctua fan mod for the Dreamcast. Phenomenal guy. It's been a real pleasure playing with this. Alright, so, here we go. Hope everyone's doing well. You know. Just checking out chat here, guys. It's hard for me to keep up with everything. Alright. Let's get started. Any questions before we get started on this? Any questions? I'm ready to answer them. I'm ready to submit to you. Oh, speaking of that, let me make sure I have a capacitor here, because we will be replacing the power filter cap. I'm doing great, Caroy, however you say your glorious name. All right. What do you think of Mako Soldering? Who the fuck is Mako? M-A-H-K-O? Never heard of him or her. Alright, so we've got work to do. Let's get started. Let's have interactions with each other. Let's take it apart. Now let me just make a quick change here. Okay. There we go. Much better. All right. Can you guys see me okay? Let me just sort of pull everything down a little bit here. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's start disassembling. It's been a while since I've done this on camera, so bear with me. Here we go. Ooh, I like to put it in you. Oh, all right, we're just going to zip these bad boys out here. Right here, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I bumped the camera. Ooh! All right, let's just shake, topple and flopple those screws right out of there. Beautiful. All right. We're there, kids. Let's pop the top off. Here we go. Boom. There she is, boys. Now, clearly, somebody has evidently been in the system. As we can clearly see, there's no top RF shield. And the screws here that hold the RF modulator into position, those are missing. So, you know, this is very common when you're working on these front loaders. People like to get in there and not put shit back. It's just sort of the name of the game. All right, so here we go. We're going to just zip out these screws that hold in the cartridge tray. Real quick like. Zip these out. Ooh, Daddy, ooh. Okay. Now keep all your screws together. That's very important. Keep them all together. This is always funny. So, like, you see these screws? I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and bring this down just a bit. That's probably pretty good. Okay. Okay, now we've got a little more close-up action here. Now, you see these screws right here. Now, naturally, what's supposed to populate this area is an RF shield. So when people remove the RF shield, there's no real reason to do that. They thread these screws back in. There's no real reason to. If you're going to take the RF shield out, just leave these screws out too. Just do it. Just do it. All right. Maybe I went a little too far. Story of my life. Ooh! Oh! All right, so let's just go ahead and zip those out. And we'll just disassemble this NES. Okay, now that should just come right out just like that. We will move the cartridge tray over there. We'll pull power, second player, and first player controllers. Perfect, we've liberated the board. I'm going to put the board over here because now, at this time, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to make the hole for our multi-out. And Greg is also, in concert with his multi-out connector, Greg has also designed a little nice cutout template, which makes this very simple. See, like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line this up where I want it. Now, I like to put it about right here. Okay, and I'm going to hold this down. I'm going to pull out a Sharpie. I'm just going to stencil and trace this down. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. All right, now I have to do this off camera because I have to be able to see this. Okay, so just bear with me and bear with the noise. But I'm just going to take my Dremel. I'm just going to follow the line. Why? Because I'm a real man. Or am I? Ooh! Oh, Daddy, no! No, Daddy, don't do it this time! I'm a good boy! Take your time. Okay. That's what we have. That's what we have so far. Notice I'm just following the line. I want to reintroduce. Now maybe you can see this. There we go. Now I can see. Now watch this. Just follow your line. Beautiful. Now, all the gummy stuff, we just... Where's my little tweezers? I want to do this off camera because I have to see. Just go around the sides. Uno momento. Beautiful. Okay, now we've got our rough cut there. We followed the line beautifully. The only thing we need to do to square this up is pull out our file. I'm going to make a few quick passes, and this will look really nice. I'm just going to file it down. Very, very gently. Let's see how nice our edge is becoming here on the bottom. Beautiful. Let's just bring this file up to the top. Still staying within our line. Nice and easy. Remember, we can always take, well, we can only take so much material out of this. So less is more, my dear friends. It's always nice, it's always advised to stay within that line, so that when you come to do the finish work, which is what we're doing right now, you have plenty of material to work with, to remove. Because I like a nice, tight fit with my multi-amp. I want to make it nice and tight. I don't want it to be loose in here. I'll show you what I mean in just a moment, right after these messages. Ooh, I'm going to file you all night. Okay, let's start cleaning out some of this material so I can see. Yeah, we're looking really nice. Let's just hit that just a little bit more. Now we're talking. All right, I'm just going to pull this down. Just do a little bit more on the top here. Get this nice and squared up. So just use the Dremel to get our nice rough cut, to just get rid of most of the material. The real finesse comes with the file. The file gives you pretty much ultimate control of this hole that you're making, so that you can only remove just as much material as you absolutely have to. There's a certain amount of skill that comes with this too. It's just not a matter of getting in here. You kind of have to learn to look at things while you're doing this. Now that's looking quite nice. Now let's just go ahead and see how close we are. This is still going to be quite tight indeed, but I'm going to go ahead and just jam this in with all of my magical powers. Now look at this. See? Let's see if I can sort of get this in frame. This is what I want. Okay, see, here's the corner. Now look. Look, look, look. It's just barely going to go in there. I need to back the screw out. Whoops. My bad, guys. Hold on just a second. I gotta back the screw out. This will take just a second. I want to back it out. Back that ass up, Dario. Sing it. Somebody sing it. Here we go. Oh, I'm a sexy man. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Man, that goddamn Greg Collins is a fucking genius. You're so lucky to have that guy, I'm telling you guys. Go support him. Laser Bear Industries. Go find his website, LAZERBEAR. Go find the guy. All right, so anyways, back to what I was saying. So we have our hole here, right? Look, it's pretty nice and square, but look, see how that's just getting tight? It's getting tight around me. So what I want to do is, maybe that's just enough to jam it in. I don't know. Because I want this to go in, when I put it in, I want there to require some force to shove this in there. When we shove it in the hole of justice, I want there to be some force. Now see, we've got it kind of started, but look how tight this is. Seriously, look how goddamn tight this is. Now I'm going to take my hand, just like that. Perfectly square. Look at that beautiful, gorgeous ass multi-out. Thank you so much, Greg. You're a great man. You're a great, beautiful man. Okay, let me just drive that screw back in there before I forget. Right here. Okay, here we go. What do you guys think about this multi-out? I mean, really, what do you think of this? Isn't it just gorgeous? Now, you may be asking, you might be asking yourself, what's going to hold this in? What's going to hold this in? Well, this is the ingenious. It's a fittingless solution. We have this nice C-clamp here. It's basically a C-clamp. Now watch this. This is, first of all, this is a beautiful print. I mean, it doesn't get any sexier than that. But what we're going to do is we're just going to drive this in. Look at this. Now look at this. Look how this fits. This is so goddamn ingenious. Look at this. Oh, I break the tab off every time. Whoop, didn't mean to break the camera, but look at this. That is truly glorious in every way imaginable. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So everybody go hound Greg Collins. He's amazing. He's amazing. Okay, so we have... That's all the case tooling, guys. That's it. That's it. We'll put this to the side. Okay, let me ask you. Do you want to see my secret palette switch trick? Or do you want to go ahead and do the soldering and stuff? What do we want to do first? I'll leave it to you. Do you want to see the palette switch trick, or do you want to get the soldering out of the way? Okay, let's see the secret. Okay, so, show me all your secrets. Well, I'm working on it. So here we have an NES front loader shell, right? A lot of people now, traditionally, when they're doing these, you know, we've got the multi-out right here in the back. They'll jam the switch back here. Now, several years ago, I wrote a little write-up about this. A lot of people, especially in shipping, when you have that little pallet switch poking out, has a tendency of breaking off or being damaged because it's trying to poke out of the box. Nonetheless, it's just ugly to look at. This is not nearly as offensive to the eyes as a pallet switch, in my opinion. So what I devised several years ago was a way to hide and conceal that pallet switch. Now what I like to do is I like to jam that son of a bitch right in here. Now I do it in such a way that when I put it in, right there, that the pallet switch fits into this little position right here, and the side wall of the case, of the front of the top of the shell, acts as sort of a vise or a wrench that lets you sort of screw the pallet switch into position without using any tools. So would you guys like me to show you how to do that? Would you guys like to learn this from me? Yes or no? I want to see all the chats. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I've not been paying attention to the YouTube chat. Sorry, it's so hard for me to do that while working. Lord Gimbley asks, he says, I really enjoy your videos, especially the douche videos. Hey, Lord, God bless you. Thank you so much for your donation to the channel and to me. And there's more douching where that came from, brother. I promise. Let's see. I'm just catching up here, guys. Sorry. All right. Everything looks good here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just catching up on the chat. So sorry. Okay. Here we go. Let's get to it. Now, I'll back this out. So now, first of all, you just have to be aware of where certain screw bosses are and where things are internally to the NES. But what I like to do, as you guys have seen in pictures, I like to put the little bastard right about there. That's where I like to do it. And I'll tell you why. There's a little secret. There's a little trick to this. Okay, now if we flip this over, if we take a look and we zoom in, look at this. We already have a little guide here that's going to help us in positioning and placing our drill bit so that we put our drill bit precisely where we need to put it so that our hole lines up perfectly with where we see things in the top. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use that little circle in the plastic, in the flashing, to sort of be our guide to the stars. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to turn this over. There's our spot right there. I'm going to begin. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to line this up. Now I'm going to begin. There's our spot right there. That's pretty good in frame. I'm going to begin just by taking my drill with a small bit. I'm just going to come in here just a little bit. Just like this, okay? Watch this. Nice and easy. Make our little pilot hole, okay? Nice and easy. Don't put pressure down on it. It's a small bit. There we go. Look at that. Now, let's move the debris out of the way. Now look, we've got our beautiful little pilot hole. Not necessarily centered. I've skewed it slightly to the left. Okay, now I'm going to take my larger bit, which I think this is a... Okay, yeah, this is a 5 mil. This is a 5 mil bit, and it also has the threads to thread plastic. Pretty nice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that out, and I'm going to step this up. So to make this hole really clean. So that, whoa, let's see, where am I? Where am I in life? There's our little pilot hole, right? Well, here we go. We're going to center our bit right in that pilot hole like so. Now take your time, nice and easy, nice and easy. Nice and easy. All right, we're through. Now it's going to thread it for us. So hold it very still. Put it in. Okay, back it out. Just like that. Okay, now let's look at the top here. Now look at this, guys. This is where it's super important. Because we use that hole as our guide, and I've done 1,000 of these, look how close to the sidewall we got. Look how close the diameter, the side, the edge of our hole comes to the side. That's for a reason. Somebody asked me on Twitter, are you using the sidewall of the plastic to sort of be your wrench as you screw in the pallet switch? Yes, that is precisely what I'm doing. And if I could find my pallet switch, might have to go up a size on the drill bit. I might have picked up the wrong one, but if I take this off, it's time to penetrate. Okay, we're going to penetrate each other later tonight, but right now I'm going to penetrate this gentleman's NES. So I'm going to take this. Okay. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. Now look at this, because look, this is where the real beauty comes in. Don't worry about that locking washer right now. I don't like to make my holes for switches like this larger than necessary. As a matter of fact, if I can just get an angle. Do you see the threads in there? See how I threaded this? The plastic is going to be just as responsible for anchoring this switch into place than the nut that we're going to place in the top. Okay? That's what's going on here. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, let me get my lock washer back on there. Oh, Daddy, please don't do it to me again. I was a good boy. Okay, here we go. So 1, 2, 3. Now my hand might get in the way a little bit here. All right, so watch this. I'm just going to start screwing this in. I'm threading it. I'm threading it. Look at this. Look how nice this is. See? See? Ah, it gives you a little resistance, but that's good. Okay? The nut that we put on the top, that's just the icing on the cake. But before we screw this all the way down, I just want to show you something. Now when you're putting this in, make the plastic come... Oh, you know what? Let me clean that up. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't see that. Let me clean this up real quick. Hold on. Just give me a second here. Let me just come in here and sort of... There we go. Clean that up just a bit there. Get some of that, those nasty juices out of there. That's a boy. Much nicer. Okay. Now, when you're threading this in... Let me explain this in just a second. Okay, I'm going to thread this in so that the top of the metal here, where the threads start, is pretty much level with the floor of our plastic here. And there's a reason for that too. So watch this. I'm going to bring this in. And you saw me. I'm twisting it. I'm just threading it in. See, I'm threading it in. Now look, 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 look. There it is. It's starting to come through. I just want a little bit of thread showing. About like that. Okay, good. Okay, blow it hard. I know most of you are good at that. Now this is where the cool trick comes in. Watch this. How the hell are you going to get a wrench on that to tighten and torque this down? Watch this. Watch this. Okay, now watch this. Okay, watch this. I'm just going to hold it. I'm not using my tweezers to grab a hold of it. I'm just using my tweezers, as you can see, to hold it flush. Just to hold it flush. That's all it's doing. Now watch this. Get maybe a half a turn in there. Oh, hold on. Maybe a half a turn. Just like that. Well, if I could see. I can't see. The camera's kind of in a weird way because I have to look to the side to see, but let me just try that again. All right, there we go. All right, Daddy. Are you ready for me, Daddy? Oh, I was born ready, bitch. All right. I hope you're ready because I've been a bad boy. Okay, there we go. Now, it just takes a few turns to get it started, okay? You're done. The only thing you have to do now, watch. I'm going to turn this bad boy. Watch. Self-tapping and self-tightening. We're just using the sidewall sort of as a fulcrum or as a wrench so that when we do tighten this bad boy up, watch this. Oh, God, that's tight. See that? Now look at that. Look at that. Now, someone's asked, so I get asked this a lot, like, how do you do this? Like, how to articulate this? You pull out the calipers every time you do something like this. Well, you guys just saw me do this live. You saw me I showed you the hole and the flashing, right? Just like, let me zoom out here a little bit. See, I use that as that's like my reference designator, right? And we came over here, and we made a small pilot hole. And look how accurate you have to be there. I just want to show this off because a lot of people don't realize that. If you were to look at that, what would you say? What would you say my level of accuracy was to get this precisely lined up like that? What would you say that is? Maybe I don't know, maybe a quarter of a millimeter. Maybe? I don't know, but that's maybe a millimeter? I don't even know if that's a millimeter. But at any rate, it's the little things like that that I can show you this, but this is just something that takes practice. Like, ideally, you would probably take the top flap off here and you would go from the top down, but I don't because I've done hundreds of these. I just wanted to bring that out. But at any rate, what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about the hidden palette switch technique? Out of sight, out of mind, you don't see it. But what do you think? I want to know. Let me ask the chat. Guys, what do you think about that? What does it mean to you? Consolizers are destroying history, and Voultar is okay with that. What does that even mean? Retro RGB is a shill. I agree with that. God, I think everyone does, right? Oh my god. This place is awesome. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just checking up on chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up on this stuff. All right. Let's just go ahead and do a good old-fashioned banning there. All right. I like to ban that guy. I agree, though. He was right. Retro RG Bob is a shill. Sort of. Not really. All right. Guys, let's move on. Let's keep going. Now, we've got our palette switch out of the way, and we have our multi-out out of the way. Let's bring the main board back into position here. And here we have this. Now, let me just make sure this customer is getting what I think he's getting tonight. When he gets home tonight, you know what else he's going to be getting. Oh, what was this guy's name? This guy's name was Harry Balshania. Okay. All right, Harry, let me just make sure, because he may be in receipt of a expansion audio mod. I don't know. So let me just look up that, because we'll have to build one of those really quick. Yes. Okay, guys. Cool deal. So, let's see if I have a prototype here. I do. Very nice. All right. Check it out. It looks kind of small on the camera there. All right. Let me just see if I can't. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're going to have to do some serious zoomage here, right? All right. How about that? Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going crazy again. Wait. God damn it. God damn it, Bobby. That should be okay. Let's see. Can I... Hold on, guys. I'm sorry about this. I'm having difficulty. That's better. Okay. That's more like it. All right, now I'm going to lift this up. I'm just going to adjust the camera because we have to build this thing. All right. Here we go. Okay, I don't know, guys. Can you see this? Is this visible? I'm trying to keep the light from bouncing off of it. Okay. Expansion audio mod. Really don't want to explain it too much right now, but I'm just going to assemble this. I need a few components. Okay. There's a 1K. And I'm not really decided so much on the attenuation because audio is subjective. It's whatever sounds good to you. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to grab my iron. And I'm going to grab my... Yep, okay. Now, guys, this is really far away from me, and I have to be at least 30 feet in front of it, or above it, because of the way the camera's situated right now. So this might not come out very nicely. All right, here we have it. I'm just going to go ahead and tin these up a little bit. God damn it. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. It's so hard to see this stuff. Okay. Let me just move this down a bit here if I can. Okay. I'm going to come in here with the 1K, and we're just going to put our 1K down. Boy, I really can't see. Okay, that's not bad. I can live with that. Alright. God damn it, I fucking... Okay, that's pretty good. Now I'll just contact on the other sides here. Give me just a second. I don't give a shit how this looks. On camera, you guys know what I'm doing. Okay. There we go, guys. Okay, those are beautiful. Those are good welds. Okay, good fillets. All right. Not bad for a blind guy. Let me just take off the little mouse teeth here, the little mouse bites. Okay. Let's zoom this out. All right. Hold on just 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I want to check one quick thing here. All right. Sorry. Okay. Let's get this in frame. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll zoom out just a bit. It doesn't need to be that tight, I don't think. But we can make it a little tighter than that. Okay. That's not bad. Okay, that's reasonable. Now, expansion audio on the front loader is a lot easier than, say, doing it on the top loader. But the top loader is still quite easy now. But at any rate. That's it. That's it. Tin up your pad, and you'll run your conductor to terminate the expansion audio into the NESRGB, or you can mix this back into the NES's onboard audio circuit. You're done. That's all there is to that. That's all there is to that. Got a few more little things to do as far as testing goes, but that's almost ready for the limelight. Now, I'm going to back the camera up just a bit here. That's probably okay right there. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and... Whoa, sorry guys. We're going to pop the capacitor out, because we'll be replacing that for the customer. Perfect. Okay, just literally just falls out. That's all it is. Alright, now I did have a replacement cap here somewhere. Oh, here it is, okay. Now people, I get asked a lot too about this. Like, how do you know which the correct polarity for the cap? Well, it's right here. See the stripe? It's the negative side. And you can see there's a little bit of cap rod in there. Not anything really worth getting into. I mean, it's okay. It didn't really explode in there, so that's fine. Harmless. Absolutely harmless. There's our new cap. Fits in there beautifully, doesn't it? I got these really nice ESR-rated, glorious capacitors I paid a fortune for. But, you know, my customers deserve the best. You know what I'm saying? That's how I roll. Alright, here we go. Uh-oh. My Kescher iron went to sleep. We'll solder this in, we'll zip this in, and we'll get right back to it. One, 2. Yeah, a little solder burr there. Nice and clean. Put the plate back on. All right. Now, the hard part for most people. Removing this. Removing this. I hope you're ready. I'm ready. Are you? Let's do it. That's not bad. Okay. Right down the line, just like that, Daddy. Okay. Take your time. Be very slow. Watch what happens if you speed. Watch. You see this a lot. Oh, look at me. I'm speeding. I'm drag soldering. Watch me. Oh. You sure did. Look at all the bridging you created. How dare you? Have I not taught you anything? Have you learned nothing from me? Alright, now we got some heat on our iron, so we can go with a little more speed. I'm going to come back down. Just make sure we thoroughly saturate all of these old solder joints nicely. Alright, I like to give a little more attention to this side because there's a lot more ground pour, and we'll just back it off like that. Okay, let's see what we have here. Everything here looks quite nice. I'm just going to clean up all this solder here. Just like that. Alright. Ready to rock. Now I'm going to zoom in tight, like a man should. Now remember, we talk about this a lot. Now the NESRGB has some, especially on the front loader, all front loader revisions have some significant ground flooding, okay? And you have this nice, thick, beefy trace right here that's going to soak a lot of your heat. This is going to heat soak. Might have difficulty there. And these pins right here, EXT0, EXT1, EXT2, and EXT3, these are responsible really for, these are 4 of the 5 bits for the RGB video that the NESRGB extrapolates video data from, palette data specifically. The 5th bit is embedded in the sync, which is pin 21 here. Super technical. Anyways, when you put your desoldering iron on these pins, here, 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 maybe even down here too, it's going to probably soak a lot of the heat away because there's a nice thick ground pour here. I'm going to show you some tricks to deal with that if you run into that. We're going to start here with this big thick one. The main first trick I'm going to talk about is just patience. Typically on all these other joints, you'll do like maybe a 2 count. That means nozzle goes on, 1 1000, 2 1000, suck the juices out, pull the tip, move on to the next one. When you get to these thick traces here, maybe do a 5 count. I'll show you. So here we have it. I want to zoom in really tight. That's probably okay. Guys, can you see that okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to come right in here with our T1000 juices. Alright, watch this. Tip goes on. Let's do a count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now swivel and pull. Looks like a good pull. Okay, let's move on. 3 count, or 2 count. 1 1000, 2 1000, swivel, pull. 2 count. 1 1000, 2 1000, swivel, and pull. Beautiful. Absolutely clean. Look how nice that looks. Now we're getting ready to get into our thick ground pour traces, okay? Just right here. 1, 2, 3. Now look what we're getting into when it comes to number 4, 5, and 6, and 7. These 4 are attached to this ground flood here because these pins aren't used on the NES, so they're tied just to a low logic state. In other words, they're tied to ground. So we'll have to do a 5 count, okay? Let's turn this back around. me find my finger. That's what she said. Okay. Let's focus in nicely. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. So let's bring our tool in. Just like that. Okay, now let's be patient. 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000. I might even go to 7. 6, 7. I want to do a nice swivel, and we're going to pull. Good pull. Okay, let's do it again. We'll do a 6 count. On the joint, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Swivel and pull. Very nice. Okay, now another thing, when you're putting the tool, when you're putting the nozzle onto these joints here, you're not pushing down, you're not putting force on it, you're letting gravity do the work for you. Don't ever, ever apply pressure to these joints. These thermal reliefs can't take that, and you'll scorch and you'll pull plated pads and through holes out of the thing damn near literally. All right, everyone got that? Everyone understand? Everyone understand what's going on? All right, we got a few more to do. Let's do a nice long count. On the joint. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do a pull. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do a swivel and pull. Beautiful. And if you really want to know if you've got these cleared, the best thing to do, I can get this cord out of the way. Take your board, hold it up to a light source, and if you see light coming through, you're doing a great job. And I do see light coming through, so now we can just zip through these. Let's see, where am I? I'm right here. Let's keep going. I hope you guys are ready for this. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have sex with someone tonight. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. It doesn't matter. All right, here we go. Is that a good angle? I think it is. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. The swivel is the most, it's a very important component to our procedure here. And why is that? Well, the swivel is going to help us ensure that we're removing all of the residual solder off of all of the walls in our plated vias, which that's what these are. It's important that we clear as much solder as we can off of the walls of these plated vias so that our chip doesn't snag or doesn't pull when we go to remove, because if there's solder still connecting just a little bit of the pin leg to the via and you pull this chip and you use force, oh boy, you're going to have fun reconstituting some traces, most likely. Watch this. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful. We're just going to move up here. Now look here. Look at this trace right here. See the ground pour? That could be a power pour. What is it? Pin 40? Pin 1? I don't know. I'm disoriented right now because of the way this is positioned. But at any rate, let's do a 5 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Swivel. And pull. Just like that. Beautiful. Two more, guys. 2 more. One more. And if you do this just right, Pull it over. Okay, take your hand. Just like that. Effortless. That's the way you pull dips off of a front-loading NES's main board. Alright. Okay, what am I missing in chat? Sorry. Just a second, guys. I am so sorry. Okay. Now, that's PPU pulling, okay? That's one of the main dilemmas that people face when they're trying to do their own NESRGB install, because quite frankly, that's something that's not trivial if you don't have a lot of experience with this. And so, and even people who do have a lot of experience, I notice that they share pictures, especially mod shops, and they're very proud of their work, but you can tell that they pulled some traces, or they maybe didn't have the cleanest pull. And it's just all about the preparation. It's all about the prep work that you do. All that extra 3 minutes of time that you have to spend to prepare this, to do what we just did, is worth it if it means you get an effortless and clean pull. Okay, so I'm going to just impart that upon you. All right. Now, I want to move some caps here. Sort of just start bending them down a little bit. I might do this off camera a little bit here, but I'm just going to take my iron here. Okay, and I'm just going to see what I'm doing. I'm just bending some caps down because the NESRGB kit has to live here. I'm just going to bend them down so they're not in the way. All right. So how many of you guys are going to watch us on the? Let's see. On the what is that goddamn thing we're doing called? You know, the thing. The uplink thing, the virtual convention that Bob made us all agree to do. Who's going to be there? Who's going to watch the Retro Roundtable reunion show on Uplink, which is hosted by the Long Island Retro Video Game Association of America? Okay? Who's going to be there for that? That looks pretty good. Oh, I hope you guys are there. Alright, I hope everyone's there. I hope you guys watch it. It should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to do it. And it's for a good cause. Is it? I don't know. Alright, now there's just one little step here we have to do. Whoops. Let's get our audio connected. Because we'll be using the NESRGB's audio circuit, because it is vastly superior. Oh, excuse me, and we'll also be piping in our own expansion audio. So let me just prep these up here. Let me clean my tip off. Okay, here we go. Just like that. Beautiful. Okay. I need 2 conductors. And I need my wire stripper. Sorry guys, I'm doing this off camera a little bit here. I'm just pretending wire. That's all I'm doing. Just pretending wire. Because we have to pull audio from pins 1 and 2 of the PP, or the CPU, which is very simple. Just gonna do a little prep work here, which we've done. I'll just give that a little bit of a flux in there. Okay. Guys, can you see that? Can you see that? Is it visible? Here we go. Just like that. Just like that. All right. All right. We're there. Beautiful. Okay, so that's basically all the prep work here. We've got everything done. PPU's been evacuated. We've got our expansion audio situated. We've got our onboard audio. We pulled all the caps down. We've replaced the power filter capacitor. Let's start assembling the kit. So what I'm going to do, give me just a second, I'm going to start to work on this a little bit here. Okay. Now here's the NESRGB kit. Here are our headers. And I need a little spacer because I hard fix this in. I do not install sockets because these sockets, quite frankly, are just garbage. No offense to Tim, but they're not very good. And I've had a lot of people since I've been doing these since 2011, late 2011. I've been installing these kits for almost 10 years. Can you believe that? And over the course of 10 years, in the beginning, I was using these sockets. And I had so many customers return these because guess what? They weren't getting good connection and they thought their system was broken. And it's just a matter of these sockets. The front loader was never designed to have socketed DIP42 package ICs, period. And so I understand, it can be a good idea, but these things do have to be shipped, and these systems can take, a good toppling. So I always, and the thing is, well, what if I have to get in there? What if someone has to get in there and replace the RAM? Well, if the person who's replacing the RAM is too incompetent to remove this board real quick so they can access the RAM, I might want to find somebody else to do the repair for you. That's my thinking. Guys agree or disagree with that? What do you guys think about that philosophy? You know what I'm saying? It's like, my God, if your repair person is going to be that burdened by a socketed or an unsocketed NESRGB kit, boy, you've got bigger problems that I can help you with. Okay, so let's see. Let's just zoom in a little bit on this. Now I'm going to go ahead and set some jumpers here. I don't use the external regulator for the front loader. Several thermal analysis and power analysis tests have been conducted over the past several years, and it was determined that the regulator, though not a bad idea, is not necessary. That the little bitty heat sink on the front loader is more than capable of handling the additional current load and power heat dissipation of the NESRGB kit, and that there's really no reason to do that. I'm just going to get things ready here. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to just post this up right here. I'm going to lock my 4 corners in. That's the way I like to start. I lock all 4 corners in just like so. Alright, now I'm going to just take, let's see. It's so hard to get all of that in frame, but I guess that's okay. I'll just drag this baby, whoops, just drag this down. All right, here we go. Okay, we rough it in, then we do our real pass. Now here's our real pass. Just like that. Oh my god, look. Uno momento. I need to look at something. Look at this. You gotta be careful. Where's my finger? Right here. Check this out. Look at that. Look at that nasty bridge. Excellent opportunity to talk about this. So, how do we clear this? Well, there's a number of ways we could do this. Are we focused? Is that shot? Does it look okay? I need to know. Crystal clear? Okay, is it zoomed in enough? Okay, so we've got a little bridge here. This is just a voltage translator. I want to flux it up a little bit. I have a super clean J-series tip. Okay, let's see if we can't just work this out the old-fashioned way. You know what? Actually, before we do that, before we really get into that, here's a really, you guys want to know a really cool secret, cool technique that no one really knows about because, you know, no one really knows about it. You guys want me to show you something awesome that's really useful? Probably more useful than anything else I've shown you today. Okay. Oh my god, I have a big bridge and I don't have the right flux to use. If I don't have the right flux, I really can't clear the bridge regardless of what I do. And I don't have any braid. But I do have some ribbon wire. I'll show you a trick. We've got some ribbon wire here, right? Okay. I want to cut off just a bit. Here's a ribbon wire. I'll use my wire strippers. Watch this. That's it. That's all I need to do. Now watch this. Now I want you to pull maybe an inch or so. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. That's good, that's good. Maybe an inch. Maybe 3/4 of an inch. And watch this. Rotate, 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 rotate. Keep pulling. There's your braid. There's your braid. Now, you can either cut the end of it off like this if you want a nice dense braid. Just come right here and just cut like that. Okay? Now, to clear this, let's say you have some jelly flux, okay? Just like this. Now watch this. How are we? Are we pretty focused? Can you guys see this? Okay. Here's a little Voultar 101 trick for you guys, okay? So here you go. You've got your blade. Oh. You've got your braid that we've made, our makeshift braid, right? Nothing but some cheap-ass old-fashioned ribbon wire. Okay. Here's our clean J-series tip. Let's make magic happen. Apply. How about that? Now, what did that cost you? That cost you about 2 inches. About 2 inches of ribbon wire. Okay. And as you can see, beautiful fillets. Chip is intact. Still soldered down beautifully. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. All right. So, some feedback. What did you guys think about that little trick? Pretty decent? What did you guys think about it? See, I like to show. I love it when little mistakes like that happen, because all they are simple opportunities to show you guys really cool things that I could never think of to show you until it actually happened. Until there's an actual need for me to go into detail, and there's an actual need for a certain technique to be exercised. So I hope that was nice. I hope everybody enjoyed that. God bless America. Let's keep going. What do you say? All right, so back to it. And if you want to know why I have this like tools here under stuff, it's so that I can skip the light off. See, because if I don't do that, I can get a shot like this. But if I skip the light a different way, it just makes the shot a lot more legible, I guess, to see. All right, so let's just zoom in. Let's just nail this side into place. All right, a little bead of flux here, a little nice no clean for the occasion. Oh boy, I really can't see this. Okay. Boy, I'm blind as a bat. I literally can't see what I'm doing. I'm guessing. Perfect. Okay, board is done. I'm going to move this to the side real quick. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to bump it. And we've got our board here. I'm just going to take our PPU. I don't even want to socket the PPU. There it is. Turn it upside down, solder into position. Okay. Guys, how's the camera? Is it have the shots and the zooming and all the super tight shots? Have they been? It's hard for me to see this. Have they been fairly clear to see? I'm trying to get these shots, you know, as clear as possible. I gotta mill. You know what I gotta do? I got a 3D printable device for this. It's so hard for me to hold this board in these NESRGB boards into position while I'm soldering. It's super difficult. I mean, it's not a problem if I don't have to keep it in frame, but if I have to keep it in frame, God, he just wants to slide around on me, and it's just no fun to deal with. Oh yeah, beautiful fillets. Look at that, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's just nail the other side down here. Let me ask you, do you guys get upset or bored or offended that if I don't pay a lot of attention to the chat? Because I have to be honest with you, it's really difficult for me to do this and field questions and capture the chat at the same time. I feel really bad about that, but ultimately there's no reasonable way for me of doing it, for me to do that. And I hope you guys aren't none of you are getting pissed about that. Because I read a few comments were like, why don't you tell people like when you're working so we don't, you know, or why don't you say that you need to focus? Like, well, the problem is guys, I have to focus the whole time until like, unless we're at a little break or something. You know, this is not like a gaming, leisurely sort of stream. I really am working hard. Beautiful. Okay, let me just examine these fillets. Man, I am fucking good, aren't I? Alright. Are you still using the T12 soldering station? I bought one of those because of your recommendation. I could ask that a whole lot, Lord Gimbley, and I thank you for asking that. I made that video how many years ago? A year ago? Maybe almost 2 years ago? These are the only stations that I've used since releasing that buying your first soldering station video on YouTube. That's all I use. These are all I use. Okay? And, you know, I'm a professional. And I put all my Hako equipment in the house, other than my desoldering station. Because these Kescher T12 soldering stations are fantastic. I mean, they're fantastic. I would never, never recommend something that I didn't personally believe in, that I personally use. Okay? So I hope that answers your question. Wish they made a micro pencil for it, Voultar. Well, they do, Travis. They do make a micro pencil for it. They also make a micro penis, but we're not going to get into that. Let me see if I have it over here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, ow! I'm looking for something. Just hold on. They do... Oh. I think it's down here. So, I just want to show this because somebody asked. Oh no, don't put it in me tonight. So you have a couple of options in terms of sort of micro pencils. Okay, so the first option, which I like this handpiece too. This is a decent little handpiece, for sure. Okay, it's made out of aluminum. Or no, this is made out of aluminum. And you know, your tips are quite nice. Okay, you got a nice handle here. Okay. Okay. Now the other option, which is their super premium sort of micro pencil handpiece, is this. What did I do with the... Okay, I'll just use this one. That's fine. This little jewel right here. Super nice. Super nice handpiece. Super nice handpiece. I love this handpiece. I'm just using these because I like to change out equipment every once in a while. But it also has this beautiful, beautiful aluminum stand. I mean, Kescher is making some pretty good stuff. Pretty damn good stuff. So you are not limited to just these stock generics or the stock generic handpiece. You're not limited to this at all. But I love it. I love these. I love the standard T12 handpieces that come with it. Oh, God. Guys, I think someone's at my door. Can you wait? Can you give me just a minute? I'll be right back. 2 seconds. I think someone's at the front door. There, okay. All right, Grandma. All right, I'll see you later, Granny. You fucking old horse-banging skank. Oh, God. Oh, God, are you guys still there? Oh, God. All right, where were we? That's my grandma. Where were we? Sorry, guys. Where were we? Oh, okay. Now, okay. All right, so, yeah, NESRGB board is assembled. All the jumpers are set appropriately here, and we're ready to put it in. So let's just go ahead and sort of fit this in. All right. Easy does it, just like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and sort of put our expansion audio conductors in approximate position, because I'm going to go ahead and trim these down. That's probably pretty good right there. Okay, so you can see I'm just trimming them down. And then I'll take our wire strippers here, just like that. Very good. Now I'm just going, you probably won't be able to see this on the camera too well, but I'm just going to go ahead and tin these two conductors up. Okay, we're just going to trim these down nicely. Just like that. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and let's just tin up A and B. So we'll just do the output 2. Just like so. All right, there we have it. I want to lift the kit up. Okay. Just so it's easier to work with. We're going to go ahead and solder these in and terminate these lines. B to pin 2 of the CPU goes to B pin on the NESRGB. And A obviously goes to pin 1. Just like that. I am amazing. What can I tell you? Alright. Perfect. So now we'll just sort of move our wires into position like so. Nice and easy. I still like to keep my little spacer here because I keep a little spacer here because I don't like the NESRGB kit resting directly on the CPU. I want the CPU to be able to breathe. So we're just going to put that in there temporarily. Let's just turn this upside down. Okay, very good. Now I need to just, if I can let this go, which I think I can. Okay. A few little drops of flux here and there, never hurt anybody. I'm just going to get this in if I can. Uh-oh. Hey, I might need to hold this for a second, guys. I'm so sorry. Just let me hold it like a real man would. Okay, that's just fine. Now I'm going to back this out just a little bit. Okay, we've got everything in frame here, I think. Great. Here we go. Now, how long have we been streaming, guys? How long have we been working on this? I'm just curious. Hour and a half, and we're just to this spot. So anyone who says, well, I can do an NESRGB install with all the bells and whistles in 35 minutes and have it right done and right back in the box to be shipped to the customer, which Jesus, I've heard so many people say that. And I'm like, yeah, okay, let's see you do that. Let's see you do that on camera. And let's see how good it looks, too. Because I think you're full of shit. Anybody that you pay, if you're paying a modding service to install this kit for you, and if they say they'll have the kit done in 30 minutes by the time it gets on their desk, or 45 minutes, or even an hour, I would be asking some questions. I would be asking some serious questions. Okay, looking great. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in position like so. I have some IPA here, a few little squirts like that. All right, let's clean that off. Beautiful. All right, now let's inspect our joints. Oh yeah, beautiful. Okay, great job. Nice, shining silver fillets. All right. Here we have it, guys. So there's only... Oh, okay. Whoop. Expansion audio, of course. Very simple. I just need a conductor here. All right. I'm just going to tin this off camera. Okay, just like this. Just like this. Ah, son of a bitch. So guys, for what I've been able to see, we had like 630 people watching peak on YouTube, and I think we've only got like 120 people watching on Twitch. So once again, I think YouTube might be the place I should just stream all the time. Any thoughts on that? Any thoughts on that? Before we talk about that, okay, we got our spacer here, which we just pull out. J5, right above J5. You see this open via? This is where we're going to terminate our expansion audio. This is where this gets mixed in. All right, so here we have it. Is the bitrate okay? I mean, is the quality okay for 60 frames per second? I mean, does it look like a MPEG goddamn 2 nightmare? Or is it okay? I mean, is it reasonable? That's something else I'm curious about, just the video quality. Okay, so now let's just take our... I'm going to have to do this off camera. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to do this one off camera. I got to be able to see this. You know, we'll just do this from the top. That's okay. Not a big deal. I usually like to go through the bottom, but it's okay to go through the top too. Not a problem. It's just an aesthetic thing more than anything. Okay, so here we have it. I'm going to do a contact technique where we just load up our tip with solder, and we have plenty of flux on there. And I'm just going to make contact like so. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Contact. Just like that. Beautiful weld. All right. That's expansion audio. All right, guys. Thank you guys, thank you. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys, on YouTube, I'm so sorry about the chats. Someone sent a nice chat, Sabaris, and it will be done sensual. Kudos from a Belgian fan. Thank you, my Belgian friend. Say hi to Jean-Claude Van Damme for me. He's from Brussels. Okay, guys, sorry, I was just checking up on chat. Thank you for your support, Cerebrus. Thanks so much. Okay, guys. Alright, let's get back to it. Okay, here we go. Okay, what were we doing? Oh, yes, now, let's back the camera out just a bit. Somebody asked me for a DFO. Who said something about DFO? DFO. I don't know. We'll talk about it later. But alright, so now... this comes off because we have a blinking light for the wind to install. And I don't think this really requires any super instructions or a tutorial in terms of like how do you install a blinking light for the wind. I have a love-hate relationship with the blinking light for the wind. I think that the idea is phenomenal, but I don't think that the connector for the blinking light for the wind is the greatest for the simple fact that it's just too goddamn tight. You either have to have the hand of He-Man or the goddamn grip of Vader, even for the version 2 of the blinking light for the wind, to pull the son of a bitch out. And that's just my personal opinion on that. Okay, so I'm not a big fan of it. Other than that, it's a great idea. I think if they could just tweak this connector a little bit, it would be fantastic. You know, Jason Roush of Buttsex US, or I'm sorry, GameTech US, he had the same thoughts. You know, the connector was too tight, and he had some issues getting it. It took him a long time for him to get it, because he was a backer of the Kickstarter. And the guys at Arcade Works, Jason, after Jason had some criticisms, Jason still wanted to do like a bulk lot. Jason wanted to buy a bunch of these blinking light for the winds to put in his pre-modded systems. They refused to do business with him just on the basis of his review or his critique of the product. So Arcade Works, if you're watching this, that's a really shitty thing to do, and I don't think I'll ever be doing business with you either, just for that principle. So go fuck yourselves. All right, so here we go. Let's just get back into business here. And, you know, I like to be fair to everybody, but just because somebody doesn't have a rave review of your product doesn't mean that you're a cunt. That you should act like a cunt. Okay, so guys, like, check this out. I think I'm going to have to go really high up here to get this all captured. Hold on, guys. Don't be looking at my bulge either, please. There are children here. It's pretty good. Okay, how about this? Does this work? Okay. Okay, guys, I think that's going to be it. So it's really now a matter of just wiring this son of a bitch up. Now, this might be a little off. God, this is going to be really hard to do. How can I do this? I know what I want to do. Sorry, guys. Sorry to keep moving the camera, but this is just sort of the things you have to face when you're doing live shooting. Sort of the pitfalls you have to go, you know, you have to sort of overcome. I guess I'm going to have to do something like to this effect. Okay. Let me try to get the light off of this a little bit. Okay. I think we might be able to make this work a little better. That's pretty good. Alright, can I get the light off of it, though, just a bit? I hate this. Such a pain in the old dick. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so I'm just going to wire this up like a real man would. Sorry guys, a lot of this is going to be off camera. Okay, here's audio. Hope this is visible. Beautifully done. Okay, I'm just looking at my pinout here. Okay, yellow is composite video. Okay. So we've got audio, now we've got composite video, almost ready to go. Man, it's so hard to grab this. God damn it. Guys, you should see what I'm doing right now. It's crazy. Ah, god damn it. Solder went molten. Solder went cold. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about. I still don't like that. I can live with that. Okay, let me go ahead and tin these up. Okay. Let's see, what's next on the agenda? Orange is 5 volts. Beautiful. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Looking great. Okay, let's see what's next. Red is ground. Okay, red is ground, no problem. Just gonna live right here. Anywho, so, you know, I hope everyone's, like, surviving COVID-19. Just out of curiosity, of you who aren't in the United States, respond in chat. I'd really love to know. I'd love to know how many of our my friends are from around the world, so to speak. Let me put a little hot love juices on that just to make this a little cleaner. Alright, here's our ground. I'm going to put it in tonight. I hope my grandmother doesn't come back out here. There we go. Beautiful. Uruguay, okay. Canada. Canada. Alright. I'm so sorry that you guys have to share a country with DB Electronics. That's very unfortunate. I'll try not to tell anyone about that, though, for your own sakes. Okay, let's see. Brown is blue. Oops. Come this way, Daddy. Daddy, no. Daddy, I wanted you to not do that to me. Oh, I'm just a boy. Oh. Okay, I like to move that out of the way. Let's just trim these up. Perfect. Now, I like to do these by hand, one by one, rather than just cutting across, because I like to give a little slack in some wires, and I like other wires to be a little bit more taut. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see, what have we got? We've got black is composite sink. Let's see, green is white. Okay, I'll just back these out a little bit here. How many of you in chat have installed an NESRGB into any kind of Famicom or NES equivalent? Just curious. NESRGB plus NESIO, very nice. You've done a couple. Dario's done it once. It's not the easiest thing to do, is it? little more flux on that because I can't see very well, and I want to make these connections as nicely as I can, despite the fact that I can't see too well. Actually, that turned out okay. Okay, looking good. Looking really nice. Oh, way too fast. Way too quick on the draw there, boys. Beautiful joint. All right, looking great. Nice, clean, clear fillets. Uh-oh. White is blue. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep. Thank you, chat. I was speaking in my head and I wasn't paying attention. Let's see. White is in fact green. Okay. Sorry, it's going to get a little shiny for a second. Black is blue. Okay. And white is absolutely green. Just like that. Thanks, guys. You saved us. Okay, now, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and give it a test. Just a real quick test here. Look how nice this is. Now look how nice your wiring is. See how nice that is? See how nice and clean that is? It's wonderful. Okay. Now, we're going to back this music out. Let's see. Okay. Hold on just a second, guys. Let's see if we can't fix this up. USB video device. Good. Now, do you guys see the OSSE's test screen by any chance? Okay, good. Good. Let me just fix this up real quick. Okay, you should still see me though. Okay, great. So, we've got our system here. Now we'll be using, for our test, we'll be using HD rectal vision component cables. Okay. Okay, now, just one second. I need to get a couple of things. Now we're going to be using this Chinese EverDrive. Okay. I'm going to jam it in the hole, just like that. And I'm going to make sure we are set appropriately, which we are, and I need a controller. Oh no, Daddy, don't do it to me tonight. Okay, plug in our controller here. Uh-oh, I'm missing a color. Let's see, what am I missing? Or did I have it right the first time? Okay, I'm missing red. Okay, let's see what we did. All right. Let's see, gray is red. Oh! 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 Lord Helmet. Let's see. Okay, remember this, guys. Black is composite sync, and gray is red. Okay? I think I might have mixed those up. What did I say? Black is... Yeah, I mixed them up. No worries. Sorry, guys. Let me just fix this up. I blame Bob for that. Now, before I do anything else, I just want to clean up. I want to clean that up. Well, you can't see that. Never mind. I'll clean it up later. Okay, let's see if this gets us red back. Let's see if our red connection is in good shape. Bob told me that, you know, he has relations with horses. I didn't question him. It's really none of my business. He said he was going to do some sort of photo shoot in the desert. Whatever that means, I don't know. Okay, so here we have it. Well, come out of there. I hate. It takes so much force and effort. Let's see, what did I do? Let me see. I know you're not supposed to do that, but I don't care. I don't care today. Okay. Let's see. All right, now, let's make sure the audio is working. All right, guys, now this is where the expansion audio sort of kicks in here. So let me just... We should be getting audio. Let's just enjoy it for a moment. Mother of God. Listen to that. And the most interesting thing, watch this. I'm going to hit start and the music's going to go away, but listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. Turn your speakers up. Turn your speakers up. There's no audio buzz. Very low noise floor. Very low. Traditional expansion audio mods for the front loader and top loader. The trade-off is you're going to introduce a lot of transient noise into the audio, but because of the way that we do it, it's very low. So you don't have to sacrifice audio fidelity just for the sake of having goddamned expansion audio. Isn't that nice? Is that not goddamn beautiful? Let's listen to this. Let's listen to this little tune. Please, can we listen? I think we can. Ooh! Okay. Well, how about one more? Can we just listen to one more, please? Listen to this. Listen to this. Anywho, let's see. I'll try. I love that part. I love the soundtrack. You know, and the fact of the matter is, the NES equivalent, or the NES equivalent of Castlevania 3 uses the MMC5 mapper. Now, the MMC5 mapper does support traditional sound channels. Of course, the American system couldn't take advantage of that. Nonetheless, the soundtrack of the American version of Castlevania 3 is good too. It's just a different kind of good, in my opinion. Just a different kind of good. Oh, you can't hear me? You can't hear me? What I was saying was that the NES equivalent to Castlevania 3, it gets a lot of flack for its soundtrack, but my God, you know, for what they had to work with, for no expansion audio to being present on the NES, it's pretty good. I think I like both soundtracks for different reasons. I can listen to them both. Absolutely, the NES equivalent has a great soundtrack. I will not talk crap about it. But, you know, I like I was saying earlier, I'm kind of playing with the attenuation of the expansion audio. It's subjective, you know, it's not like video. What sounds good to me might sound different to you or not as good to you, but I think I have this dialed in pretty nicely. I think this is a pretty good middle ground. I think it sounds fantastic. Oh, shit. Turn around! Anywho. Well, guys, that's really going to be about it. I'm going to jam this thing back together and get this back to the customer. But I'm so glad that we were able to stream today. I had so much fun. I hope you guys had fun today. I hope that everyone had a good time and everyone enjoyed this. I'm just checking chat. Thank you guys. Thanks. Sorry so much. I'm just checking this. You know, other stuff that's going on. I have a few of these. Dan Kuntz of Citrus 3000, Black Dog Technology. He is sending me a new version of a flex cable for the PS1 Digital. I got the video is mostly shot, but I want to make sure I include that because the one that I installed, customers won't be even seeing. They'll never have exposure to that, and I want the guide that I'm making to be as faithful as it can be to what you guys will actually be using and installing yourselves. Nonetheless, I do want to talk very briefly. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm just going to tease it. The X Station is going to change the way ODEs. It's going to change the current landscape of ODEs for the PlayStation. Now, there's a couple of caveats. One, it's not plug and play. It does require some soldering. Not a terrible deal. The second one is it's only compatible with PU18 motherboards. So that's in some SCPH 5000 series and some early 7000 series. Still, that's the most common PlayStation available. That's really not a big deal either. The great thing about the X Station is that it pretty much yields 100% compatibility, and the incompatibility problems currently are already being worked on and phased out. It's the way to go. It's the total way to go. So, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. PU7, PU8, and PU18 are all compatible. Very great. Pairing the X Station with the PS1 Digital, there is no better PlayStation experience. These two mods, you don't see the other one, it's on the bench. These two mods are totally going to change the current modding landscape for the PlayStation. I just wanted to talk about that briefly. But guys, thank you so much. Thanks for coming all over me. We had a great time. We had over 650 people on YouTube. That's crazy. That's crazy. And we had quite a few people on Twitch. But I'm gonna have to call it, guys. We've been doing this for a few hours, and I've got some other work to do. But I hope you guys learned something. I hope that you all took something from this, and that you're able to apply some of these techniques in your own life and in your own modding endeavors, and that I'm helpful, because it's all fun and games. We like to have a good time and joke, but really, I just want to teach you guys some good stuff. Some good stuff, okay? Good. GG, everybody. GG. Thank you. God bless. Keep a lookout. The new YouTube video will be out very soon. It outlines both the PS1 Digital and maybe just the X Station 2. So you guys should definitely check that out and watch it. And until next time, I hope you guys have a great, great day. Have a good weekend. We'll catch you later.